Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The emerging news from Owo Ondo State, which has it that the UGM unleashed attack against Christian worshippers at St. Francis Catholic Church, leaving not less than 85 people dead has triggered a lot of reactions on the social media. Latest is the one coming from the leader of the apex body for Yoruba self-determination and self-preservation movement, Ilana Omorua worldwide, Professor Banji Akintoye. He has spoken up about what happened in Owo, and he has given a kind of direction, to the people of Yoruba, and he has also made Yorubas to understand the connotational meaning of this consistent attack. We're going to be looking at his perspective and what he has to tell them. But before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by hitting on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, the leader of the apex body for Yoruba self-determination and self-preservation movement, Ilana Mo Orwa worldwide, Professor Banji Akintoye has described the Sunday morning deadly attack allegedly unleashed against Christian worshippers at St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, Ondo State, by UGM suspected to be Fulani headsmen, leaving about 85 people dead as a declaration of war against the Yoruba people. Responding to the Communications Secretary of IOOW, Maxwell Adeleye Akintoye, called on the state governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu to declare an emergency against activities of Fulani herdsmen in the state with immediate effect. The renowned scholar said the effrontery of the Fulani marauders needs to be frankly and courageously confronted so as to prove to their sponsors that the Yoruba people can never be intimidated or subjugated. He said to permanently solve the Fulani herdsmen Kwamare, the Yoruba people needs to negotiate their exit from the Union of Nigeria without further delay. According to him, he said, we have stated it very expressly that the Yoruba people need to negotiate their exit from Nigeria as a matter of urgency, but our partisan political actors in Yoruba land never took us serious. We warned them that there's fire on the mountain, but we were mocked because of their personal aggrandizement. Today, we have all been encircled, most especially in Lagos, for headsmen to have the effrontery of bombarding a church in Yoruba land and killing about 85 people shows that we are now in a realistic danger. My urgent advice to Governor Keredulu is to pick up the gauntlet and declare an emergency against activities of all Fulani herdsmen in the state with immediate effect. We have now been taken for granted. We need not pretend anymore. We must demand unanimously an exit from Nigeria. We, the Yoruba people, cannot live in the same country with characters whose idea of common citizenship in Nigeria is to brutalize, subjugate, and even exterminate us. It is time to leave these characters now. All stakeholders, the traditional rulers, our women, should act now. All the southwest states, including the Yoruba leaders in Kogi and Kwara states, should equally declare an emergency against activities of Fulani herdsmen. We must now take our destinies in our hand. Those were the words of uh, Professor Banji Akintoye. These things normally happen when there is breach in security, and unfortunately, not just breach in security, when there is a relapse and unseriousness on the part of security agent. I wonder what way. What a good way, because I feel that being that certain areas have had a taste of this attack, this same Owo, they've had a taste of this attack for some time now. I feel that place should be well guided and security apparatus and human resources should be planted in that kind of environment to guard against its repetition. Now look at the effrontery, like this man had rightly said, going into the church and doing what they just did is a pointer to the fact that what the prelate said, prelate, that's Bishop Uche, said fairly recently was true. Because when that man came out, there was something he said that the information coming from these Fulani headsmen or Fulani terrorists was that they have invaded the entire bushes in Nigeria, especially in the southwest. He did mention southwest. He said if they know a place called Ibadan, that they are full time, they are there. And Ibadan is the capital of your state. And he mentioned other places that they have found themselves. Now, Ondo State has now been a kind of a place that they attack virtually on a daily basis. I feel at this point that Akeredolu should do something drastic. Yeah, Banjo Kinto is talking about secession from Nigeria, but it takes a lot of process for that to be a reality, considering the fact that we have a lot of political actors who are overly interested in the business of Nigeria. So you can't just wake up and say, "Let us all go," and all of that. It won't be easy as said. So, but right down, kind advice is for Akeredolu to do the needful by ensuring that the words of his mouth are translated to action. His words should be actionable. We are tired of people saying we are going to follow up, we are going to do this. At the end of the day, you won't do anything, because the reason why there is consistency in this attack is when they weigh the power of your word, that you just speak like politicians speak and you go back to bed and have a good night rest, they will keep on coming. These guys are really out to make sure they keep tears permanently in the eyes of Southerners. I feel at this point that Akeredolu should make sure that he build up, the security structure of Motekun, ensure that they have what it takes to contain with these guys. Invade the forests. We also have, I think, Council of Hunters, and they are certified, they are registered. So get them fully involved. Let them invade the bushes and go alongside with police and see how you can protect the people of Owo. Because if this issue keep happening, like, very soon you'll be so shocked that in the southwest we might start hearing things like IDP camp. Yes, because these guys do not stop. In Plateau State, they did it. In other states, they did it. What they want is to pursue everyone out of that place and take over that environment. Maybe there's gold or silver, or maybe some very fertile land. That's their business. Anytime they go to a host community that is very peaceful, what they want to do is to see how they can take over that land and begin to live in the houses of those people. The Yorubas must not allow this to happen. And I also feel that the presidency should do something drastic, even if it means to send the military people down there. One of the people who was a former media person to the president, Bashi, has reacted. And for him, he said that it is obviously very terrible and that Akeredolu should do the needful. And I just feel he should wake up to his responsibility, because that is the key function of the governors. Their key function is to protect life and property. So when the people are when their security is at a mess like it is right now in Ondo State, the demands or the onus is on him to restore peace back to the land by employing the required services to correct this anomaly. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let us